These my dollars make it hurt.
And we are back.
Thank you, troops. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Right. That's good. Cheers, guys.
Seriously, shut the hell up.
I mean, we're trying to do a podcast. I don't
Fucking joke, man.
I don't get it.
But goodness gracious, good Lord in heaven.
These fans of ours.
These fans of ours, they're crazy, they're wild. The Gaffamaniacs, bro. They're running wild. Eat your vitamins.
Eat your vitamins.
But yeah, we're back in the G4 studio, Jamie, as always. Since day one.
Best
sat in
studio in
these
the
chairs, mate. And do you know, since the first one we recorded, this is the first time that we've been sat here in the G4 studio. Obviously, we've been up to space a few times, you know.
Aye, they've been a journey. It's good to be back, but innit?
It's always good to be back in the G4 studio, baby. Anything you need to claim? Like, try to think what could be claimed. Aberdeen had a good claim for a penalty against Rangers first half.
Aye, they did.
My mum was trying to claim that I wasn't her kid.
Aye.
So, if you want to claim it for G4, just their stuff's in the description so you can go check them out. But guys, let's get down.
Let's get down.
Let's get down to bed.
That's two.
In fact, mate, let's actually just get right into the heat of the bloody action, eh?
Right.
You were calling out a certain man off air. You were getting annoyed. I can't remember why we were getting annoyed. Oh, because he was slagging YouTubers.
I know. It was slagging us, mate.
Why? Because he slagged me, innit?
No, it was like we get a question. I get asked a question like for us to answer, and it was like, what annoys you the most about today's society or something? And it was like Darren Till was saying the worst thing in today's society is influencers and YouTubers and something else, but it was like pure like things that don't hurt anybody. And I was just saying like, and there was hundreds of cuts under him like, this man spits complete facts and all that, and you're just like, bro, you're 17 and you're choking. You'd love to be a YouTuber.
Don't, I mean? Look, troops, right? Listen to me here. Do not trust a man who gets punched in the head as much.
Aye.
As Darren Till gets punched in the head. And any UFC fighter, you know what I mean?
You can't be getting literally your knee in the head for like fucking 10 years. Choked out.
And then what, just people are going to like take your opinions?
You're heavy cover, by the way, bro.
Nah, this guy is like very smart, bro. But mate, see, the thing with UFC is, right, like, I prefer UFC to boxing, right? And
so do I.
Aye, it's more entertaining to watch, but I think the thing with UFC is, like, obviously you get Mayweather, right? Who, like, his whole career was based on like no getting hit and like saying, so like that guy's probably just, see, in terms of like a boxer, pure healthy, like his brain and that, whereas like you can't have that style in UFC, like it's too violent, like you can't.
Aye, it's mad, but it's weird because like boxing's been like, what I feel anyway, boxing's been like it's had more time to be able to see the shit that it's doing to cunts, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever heard the commentators in boxing sometimes? No, like the guys that are paid to be commentators, like this is a bout between they kind of guys, the guys that are ex-fighters that come in to commentate the boxing, are like, he got hit in the head there, and the people don't make sense, bro. It's like, and he got kneed with the cauliflower ear.
Need with a cauliflower ear.
Mate, it just don't make sense, mate.
Mate, the cauliflower ears are no joke, man. Fair play to anybody who's listening to this. Can you through your cauliflower ear?
Wait, what even is that?
Wait, hold on. Hello. Look, if you're listening to this, you got a cauliflower ear, we love you. And we don't think it looks that bad. It's honestly no that bad.
You look great, mate. Is that pure broke? Is that a broke? Somebody's listening on the AirPods.
I know. Alert for earphone users. How funny is that on like YouTube videos? People the warning, RIP headphone users with the skulls and all that. Like, thank you, bro. See, I get slagged for this off my close friends and acquaintances. See, before I watch any video, I'll go to the comments first before I watch the video.
I do that.
Do you do that? What? I don't.
Mate, I think like even TikTok and YouTube's good for it, but like comments are where the entertainment's at.
Mate, exactly. Like comments are where you find like, as you're thinking about what's funny about the video, you go to the comments and somebody's picked out like a wee rare thing that you thought was funny.
Aye,
and it's
aye.
a connection, bro. You know, like you like the comment, and it's just so fucking beautiful, man.
Mate, I'm kind of like used to it. Not mind when actually this is like when we started this to now. I've kind of got used to TikTok. Mind at the start, I was going, it's mad, innit? Like I was a pure new to it, mate.
Aye, it's
But
hard to understand.
I still think it's mental how some comments get like millions of likes.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's probably the only social media platform that's like a comment could have 3 million likes and it's just
True.
normal.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
What
That-
the dog doing or something?
Aye. Look at the dog. I'm dead for real.
Was it mean you?
For real.
This fucking dog. That's MF dog.
Mate, you know you're on like mad American Hood TikTok when you're saying like for real, like when they double it up, mate, when they go FR. That's when you know you're in murky waters, bro.
No, but I don't know if it was me and you were talking about this, but know how that like what the dog doing and all that. TikTok videos, like some cunts make them, but put mad shit in the background that's like just mad random shit so that people comment that and so
Mate.
people watch it again. So you get
Aye.
the. Have you ever
I think
thought
I
of
was
doing that in one of your sketches or something?
Well, we were talking about that, weren't we?
Just something mad in the background.
Aye, like, aye, don't I give secrets away, sorry, mate. But I no, like, it definitely is. But I think it's because, as you're saying, the videos do so well where, like, there's just a random guy walking in the background that falls, but it's
Aye.
nothing to do with the context of the video.
Aye.
Like, but I think, like, people love picking the things out, know what I mean? Like, pure... Like, and they love being the person who's like noticed it and like
found it,
aye, and like when but as you're saying, people are doing it like intentionally now. Like people are making videos where random shit is just like the way they'll just throw something away and they're like, why did he throw it so aggressively and all that? Aye.
I was telling you about that, like Danny Gonzalez, who's like a YouTuber. He was making a TikTok, but he made it random. It was just doing like a dance in the park.
Aye.
But he made it so that he flung a baby, like a wee pretend baby, up my tree, and he made it fall down at the exact time. He was just doing like a wee dance. You just see this wee toy waiting for it a tree. But he actually said that nobody even noticed that. But
That's
I
like
was
a style. That's like it's like almost a same style of video now, isn't it?
Aye. Maybe you should have like a wee swastika in your fridge or something in the background of one of your
Yeah, let's do that, man.
sketches.
2022, I'm coming in hard, man.
People zooming in and all that.
Evan Reilly, Nazi? Question mark. Evan Reilly, racist Nazi?
You don't watch Reilly's Gaff, do you? That guy's a fucking Nazi.
That guy's a friggin' Nazi, man. That guy's got a swastika fridge magnet. Magnet. He's got a fridge magnet as a swastika. And you're seriously sitting listening to him.
You turned into Dalbeatty accent.
Oh, mate, I really went down to fucking Old Bill, man. Old Bill. And I tell you what, Old Bill's probably gone now. And R.I.P. to Bill, man.
As you always say, mate.
You know what? This is the thing about Old Bill, man. His head was gone when I was there, and that was 4 years ago or something, mate. So, God only knows what he's. Mate, he used to walk up to. I don't know. I've been told now this is a thing that people do when they're for like missions away, right? Like in Scotland, So he would never remember anybody's name, right? So he used to just walk into a room and go. He'd look at you and go, right, Jock, right, and call everybody Jock.
Aye.
But I didn't. Have you heard that?
I've heard that. See, in Manchester, they say Chuck. They go, "What's happening, Chuck?"
Is
but
it like
old people? Aye, but old people say if they forget somebody's name, the exact same way, they're gonna go, "Chuck, go and get his that hang fair there." Know what I mean?
Right.
The reason I heard it was something to do with like a drill sergeant. Right, somebody's drill sergeant, their ma sent a letter in and said, "Don't let him go to Northern Ireland."
Aye.
But they started the letter with, "All right, Chuck."
Right,
Talking about
right,
like a mad guy who gets called sir every day.
Aye, all right, Chuck.
Mate, how disrespectful is that?
Mate, honestly, man. But mate, I pure miss that job, man. That was a belter of job. There was a guy, right, I worked with, and the first, he was agency, right? Obviously, you're on like a railway site and that, and he came in, and he was, I met him. He had like a wan round the back sides, and then like a man bun, right?
Oh, lovely.
But it was so greasy, mate, and it was like he had. So I walked in, seen him, and he had a brown Stone Island hoodie, right? That had 3 Stone Island badges on it, right? One on each arm, and then one like in the middle of the sternum, mate, right in the sternum. And he was like, "What's happening?" He's for Ayrshire. I was like, "What's happening, mate?" And he's 5 minutes into talking to him, he's like, "I've got my belly button pierced." Right? This cunt, mate, he looked like he was just scooting blues into his mouth before he came in for his shifts, right? and he had his belly button pierced, and I was thinking, like, this guy was like a bit of a kind of quite rough, know what I mean? Ayrshire, like rough, like looked like he'd fucking maybe had a hard life in it. And I was like, how did he end up getting his fucking belly button pierced?
Expressing himself, bro.
True, man. And the man bun. It's all adding up. But, mate, we used to, I mean, this guy was clearly on drugs, and he used to come into work, mate, and he'd basically, in the canteen, his eyes would just be rolling back, right? And we'd be like, we used to, like, because obviously you can get drug tested on site, right? So we'd be like, Momo kid on, there's a drug test today, right? So we would play it cool, like, site parter, like, you know this, like, it's actual heavy elaborate, see if it's done well. Like, so we used to, like, come in, but we wouldn't go up to him, right? We'd make sure he was, like, in earshot of us, and then we'd be like, fucking drug test down the bottom of the day, man. But, like, we wouldn't say it directly to him, so, because if that's evident that it's a bammer.
It's as if he's working it out for himself.
Like, we're making, because you can see him, right? And he's like, you see him kind of half turning around and that, and, like, looking about, and sort of pacing, and no doubt, every time he would come in and go like that, my wee lassie's no well, I need to go and pick her up for school, huh? And he would just boost off. But there's another thing we used to do to this guy, man, and I can't see, having worked in our jobs now since that job, I can't actually believe the shit that we used to get up to there. Like, it's nothing pure out of order, but just how serious other workplaces are compared to where I worked. Like, we used to, so that guy, right, we used to just terrorise him, like, bam him up, or something awful, right? So a boy I worked with, Chris, used to drive like a forklift, like the big telehandler ones, right? The big, like, ones you would get on, like, an actual building site and that, no, like a wee thing. So we would go up, right? This guy's name was Chris, right? The guy for Ayrshire with the man bun.
Aye.
He'd walk down and talk to him, and he'd be like that. Billy's been heavy moaning about you all day, mate. I'll Bill, right? I'll Bill.
Oh, is that?
I'll Jack, right? So I'll Bill, right? So he's like, he's fucking keeps phoning me saying I can see him out there stunning about doing fuck all and all that, right? That cunt's like that. This fucking cheeky bastard, I've been walking my fucking arse off and that, right? So what we used to do was, right, he changed my name on his phone to Bill, then his second name, right?
Aye.
So I would be up at the other end of the yard and he would be with him, and then I would phone him and he would be with him and he'd go, oh, there he's fucking phoning me now, right? And he'd answer the phone and I'd talk in his voice through. So it sound like, it
Right,
sound...
so why don't we do it? Right?
Right.
So you're all Bill, right?
Right, okay.
And I'm Chris, right?
Right.
So it's like, Eddie's phoning me?
Aye. And I'd be like that. Well, Chris, honestly, is that boy Chris gonna do any flipping work today? Seriously, I mean, come on. Fucking hell, he doesn't lift a finger at boy, not right, I'm doing this down the phone. Mate, I swear, right, so like this cunt's like that, this girl's cunt's like that, I'm gonna go and fucking see that cheeky bastard, right? He's like, mate, he was pacing about like a drying room, you know what a drying room is, right?
Obviously.
So like we're pacing, he was pacing up and down that going, I'm going to fucking put a glass of that old cunt's heat, not right? So we're like that, oh fuck, right? We've like went too far with this. So we're like that, wait, what do we even say? So the cunt just storms into the office that Bill's in, right? And he's like, what are you phoning fucking saying I'm not doing any work for? I'm fucking busting my arse out there and that, right? And he just done that. I think the boys are bombing you up there, laddie.
Mate, that's class. Mate, do you know what's a pure
the
shame
site
about
partter's
that?
mad.
No, it's a pure shame about that, but because like what when I say I had never done a railways, I went to do one night shift because it was always lots of dough for that, but I ended up sleeping in for it. I slept in for a night shift.
Sure. How did that even happen?
Oh, mate, I'm just bad with all I like to do is sleep.
Bad with it?
But it's bad because see when you're working on a site at railways anywhere, how hard you work, mate.
Oh,
so see that guy, he's like, I've actually been working, mate, and he doesn't even notice it,
I
mate.
pure out in the piss and rain and that, pure getting soaked, and like there's a cunt that your supervisor's saying he's studying about doing nothing and you're actual proper work on your hardest.
That's a sin, man.
That would heavy wind you up, but
Mate,
that's we were cruel, man.
I had a good I was thinking a couple of stories there for like I've worked on sites like still do. I've always worked on sites, but I originally was a mechanic, but like fixing lorries and that. And the reason I thought about this job was because you said about him with the Stone Islands. There was a boy that came in, there was a wee guy from Castlemore, right, and he came in and he had like a Stone Island badge there, but then one, like, know how well you would have one on like a jumper, like a Lacoste badge or something. He had one of the proper badges there and then a wee compass thing there. And he came in with that and he was like, that, mate. He was pure buzzing about it, right?
No.
But another weird thing he used to do, mate, right? Do you know how like space heaters that like you fill up with like paraffin or petrol or something and then it's pure like red hot and it blows out? He used to get a bit of wire, right? Get tin foil and then put his pieces in front of that and toast them, mate, for lunch. How mad's that? What? And he used to go, they're a bit diesely, but they're not that bad.
A bit diesely? Mate,
Imagine being able to ingest something that's diesely.
And plus, like, why go to that effort just to toast it?
Mate, I'll tell you something else. This wasn't the same boy, right? But another boy.
That is insane.
Mate, a boy called Taylor. This is on my Insta, right? So after this, I'll send you it and we can put it up, right? For everybody to see, because it's mad. Do you remember ice bucket challenges?
Aye, they done challenges.
Right, but we had this boy. It was just he's not like, just a wee funny guy, mate. He was some boy, right? He let got us to fill up a 20-ton lorry with water. Mate, and we done it, and it took all day. And we were using hydrants and that. Filled up. This is pure bad, mate. Pure wasting water. But I was like 15 or something. But like, fill that up, mate, and it will be up there, and you can watch it later.
All the water fans are raging right now,
mate. But this lorry tips like how like a tipper lorry like that, mate, and it just tips out the top of him, and he's sitting like that. He's sitting on that wee chair, mate. 20 ton of water on his head.
You could like drown in that,
mate. I thought that, mate. And he just got up and was like, mate, I would be so. I thought he would have went flying air, fucking.
Mate, I thought he'd have just die like same kind of thing. Like it's a bit of water, but if you drop like a coin for the Eiffel Tower and it hits your head, it's going to fucking hurt, even though it wouldn't hurt for like.
Aye,
you know what I mean?
Aye.
But like if you do. Fair dues, a bucket of ice with water in it's hard, but 20 ton of water, mate, like that's a substantial amount of water.
Yeah, isn't it? Mate, do you think you've ever... That's a shout. Have you drank 20 ton of water in your life? How much water do you think you've drank?
Can you try and search that? How much? So what? Why don't... So what? Are you... What? You're 24?
24.
24.
Fuck's sake. 24. Just turned 24.
You sure, pal?
I'm 27.
You sure, pal? What's your address?
Mate, it's that fucking lockdown, innit? I'm still... Mate, how creepy is that when you hear cunts going like that? At lockdown, I'm not counting it. I'm still 21 and all that.
Oh my God.
No, you're not,
I'm not counting.
Stay away from the lassies, mate.
This is what do you know what I kind of like hate a bit? Like when cunts are... I know this might get taken a weird way, but like seeing cunts are like, feel like I lost 2 years of my life. You know? You're like... I mean... You still could have done some shit. Aye. It's not just an excuse to just be like, oh my God, I lost 2 years of my life. Like, just get up to other shit. Like, make shit work, adapt.
It was fucked for cunts, but mate, I was fucked in the head during that.
Mate, I loved it. I loved it.
That's what I mean. But
I could live like that.
It's just different people, but innit?
No.
But it's Joseph turned 18 during the first lockdown, turned 19 during the second lockdown. How bad's that, mate? Like now cunts got that.
Did you know actually that? And the average person would drink 58,000 litres in their life.
No, but what is that in tonnage? We need the tonnage.
We need the tonnage, bro.
So what is a litre a kilogram? So that's 58 tonnes.
Where'd you put that?
I don't know.
2 litre a day.
No, because you said 58 litres.
58,000. So that would be 58 tonnes if I don't know. Is 1,000 kilograms a tonne?
Mate, look, I failed maths and you didn't even dare, mate. So I don't think we've got much of a fucking chance here.
I did like fucking I do these fucking calculations every day.
Oh, I actually.
I've not got a fucking clue.
Metric tons.
This is literally your job almost.
Metric tons is fine.
I know it's saying like 1 litre. 1 litre is like 0.00035 tons and all that.
So times that. Go and times that by 58,000.
You want to keep your job, mate?
Okay, the final number is 58,400 litres in your life.
Right.
In 8 years, every day. Right. 2 litres a day would come with that.
I feel like it's your died now because it take that long. Mate, in fact, I want you can't see him, but he's very stressed at one. But I wanted to talk about something else for you. It's that no tonnage of water. Right. So we were talking before about how you want to tell the people what you do when you're like playing PlayStation. Like what you were telling us before.
Oh, mate, I forgot.
With our headphones and then you put an AirPod in.
Aye, right. So, I don't think this is this weird trips, right? But sometimes, see when I'm playing games like Call of Duty or something, right? Sometimes I'll have a wee AirPod in this ear while I'm talking to my pals on the in between games and that, and I'm just watching TikTok or like having stuff on because you can't hear just your phone through these earphones, so I'd have to take it off, but then can't still talk to you and that. That is it's not a thing a day, like it's not a regimented thing.
Like you don't play it without doing that.
Sit down, get the AirPod in.
Is it how if you had to give me a percentage in metric tonnage? Get on it. No, but if you had to give me a percent,
15% of the time, probably 20% of the time.
What is that a month? No, but I think you're on your way to a bit of brain cancer, bro. But
Aye.
I hope not.
I hope not.
But what the other thing I was saying to you, mind you were like, there's a thing you were telling me I'm definitely going to end up with cancer.
Because I always say stuff to Evan. I'm like, I'm doing this, and he goes, mate, you're going to end up with, and then just Ebola and all that.
Mate, you don't know what this guy does. So, look, no, I think, to be fair to you, right, I think a lot more people do this than I maybe first expected, right?
Right.
You don't even remember what I'm talking about,
No,
don't you?
I
Right?
don't, mate.
Like, you're going to
It's
laugh when I
kinda
say, right? So, like, so me and Jamie were talking about like sunbeds, right? And I was saying, like, how mad is it cunts go in the sunbed with their balls out, like take their boxers clean off and just, like, I go in my boxers on, right?
Aye.
And then
And what did
literally,
I send you back?
literally when I said that, you sent me a picture of you in a sunbed with your balls out.
Aye.
And I was like, mate, you're getting ball cancer. So you're basically like signing a fucking thing to get it.
I think it was because I took a picture, like I sent a selfie.
You're in with your phone or not?
I
I
sent
didn't
a
even take my
selfie.
phone.
I had an AirPod in. I sent a selfie of myself, and you said you're gonna end up, because it is. See, after you said that, I was like, I'm landing in a big box, a bed of electricity and
I know.
like heat and weird shit. Like,
You got an AirPod in, your phone in it, and your balls out. Like, that's gotta be like fucking Chernobyl,
I
man.
thought that was a good wee stepping stone of the friendship, mate, sending me a picture of your balls, but all my pals have refused pictures of my balls. So that was just
Oh, so that was
the
like,
natural progression.
is that like the initiation?
Aye.
You
My
just
pals,
said
man.
that.
What have you been touching, pal?
My balls.
Fruity.
Aye, but what else has been happening, mate? Did you see the video of the, like, because we were talking about like YouTubers and that earlier on, I was thinking about it, the video of the woman that was like trying to get a thumbnail for a video about her dog
Oh
dying,
my
mate.
god, mate, that is actually the worst shit ever.
you
We
get it
got the
up, Joe?
video. He's lightning quick, this boy. Let's watch it together, team. Look at the state of this. So just to get a bit of context, right? This is obviously like a family channel YouTuber, and she's trying to get a thumbnail for a video. But the context of this video is like they got a puppy and it died.
Right.
Like literally had just died, like days or whatever, or hours, whatever it is. Right.
I think it's ours because you'll see for the
Aye,
reaction.
so let's, like, she's trying to get, let's just watch it, right? I've gave you the context, let's just watch it.
Somehow this leaked.
Aye, I know.
Come here, come closer for the video. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Put your head right here. Come closer. Closer down. Put
She's
your head
not
right
looked at him once, nor that.
here. Act like you're crying. Really quick.
I am crying.
It's horrible.
It's so bad, bro. Maybe this is what Dan
Like
Till
this.
was on about, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry,
no, I know,
Dad.
but go like this for the
Don't hit
video.
me. Look for the
Like this.
video.
Put one hand up. Go like this. No, go like this. Put your hand
That
like
is
this.
just abs.
But let them see your mouth.
so bad.
See if you listen, right?
Let them see your mouth.
Listen.
Oh, Mom, I'm actually crying.
Doesn't care, he's crying.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Oh my
my-
god,
it's so
that is
bad.
so
Look at me, look at
warped,
me.
bro. Like,
Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
oh
I
my
don't even watch it this
god,
far.
mate. Aye, get that to fuck, man.
Right, but the thing I was thinking about, right, there is this thing, as you said, called like family channels, and Joe could maybe find other shit about them, put it up at one point, right? But so you get family vloggers, right? And in America, like some of them have got so big, like Ace Family and stuff, right? And they own like big proper mansions and Bugattis, and all the Waynes all wear Gucci and all that.
Aye.
But when they started, they were staying in an apartment with a cute Wayne,
Aye.
and they just started vlogging themselves, right? So there's nothing wrong with like a YouTube channel documenting the Wayne growing up and like showing people like this is what we do as a family. Like, oh, see when we go to the zoo and they get a bit scared, we do this, or like, oh, she doesn't like that, so I've got a wee trick and all that, mate. It's a pure good thing, but it's been pure turned into like these Waynes, right? So there's a bit in one of them that I was watching, mate, and it was like the dad was having like a pure heart to heart with this Wayne who like they were leaving to go on holiday and he was staying with a nanny, right? The Wayne, and he was like, what?
Which is like, why?
Aye, but they were going away and the wee Wayne was like greeting, right? And the dad was going like this, look. Pretend you're the Wayne, right? The dad was going, little buddy, it's okay, we don't. And he just kept looking at the
He wouldn't
camera,
even look at
mate.
the
Like
kid?
the Wayne's greeting and he's like, and he was handing in lessons going, sometimes this happens not, but he's talking, he's like,
Oh my, mate, that's just so like you've actually swapped, like, people always say like the best thing in the world is having a kid, right? Like pure, if you've got like somebody that you love, you have a kid with them, right? That's like meant to be like the best thing ever, like being a parent, right? And they've actually swapped the experience of being a parent on the one time that they've got on earth, and chose to make content instead of like actually real life experiencing their child growing up. That's what's like. It's so dirty, mate.
It's
Like, I
so
hate.
weird.
Like, you've got like the mad McBroom fat, but like this is the thing. They're all getting caught out now that they're so like they're mad sleazeballs, mate.
Aye.
Like none of them are genuine. Like, why would you? It's mad because they end up living in these mansions and are obviously like, we need to keep up this fucking life. Like, I love this life, and
we need to like exploit our way in. Like,
Aye.
And it's shit that I think sometimes like, because this one that I was talking about with that wee guy, right? He's like the pure star. Like he's the reason.
Is he
cunts
pure
watch
cute
it.
and shit? Aye.
He's like good at acting and all that. Like
Aye.
he goes, guys, give this video a like and all that. So you can
Aye.
imagine like people like, oh, that wee boy.
Aye.
It's no like the Manda who are just like, what's up YouTube? Not
Aye,
nobody
like-
cares about them. Know what I mean? So it's like they've pure conditioned this way into being a mad content machine. Faye was like a baby, mate. So how like, and that's like a new thing. So see in like 30-year time, know what I mean? You get like child stars who are like, need to work for like Macaulay Culkin and stuff, who had to work for like 14 hours a day, like filming shit, and then that kind of fucked with him a bit.
look at Amanda Bynes, is that her name?
I've not seen this.
You know what I'm talking about, didn't you? Like, mine shared that the Amanda shows on Nickelodeon,
Oh,
and like
aye,
she
aye.
was in like a movie, She's the Man and shit.
Oh, aye, aye, I know that.
Aye, do you know what I'm talking? Do you actually know what I'm
Aye,
talking
no,
about? I'll get a
I do.
picture, mate. She went mental, like complete breakdown, like, and it's such a weird thing in it, especially with like very few people. Like child stars like that get big, proper big, come through it and they're just like totally fine.
Sound, I know.
There is
Bizarre.
a difference though. It's like the child stars, they still get to go home and have a normal life.
Aye,
It's
aye,
like
that's
your
even-
house is like.
So that's
What is
why I
that?
Your
think,
house is
that's
like
why
a
I think
studio almost.
this shit is 1,000 times worse because
Aye,
it's
it
like
is.
what is like what is sitting down with your man Dan having dinner? It's
Aye.
always like
You're not even.
everything's like that,
Aye,
mate. Like,
aye.
what would you do if you were like, mate, do you want to go for like a coffee, mate? I'm just like, I just want to talk to you about something. And I was like, aye, bro, no bother. Sick,
I'd
bro.
be like that. Watch Reilly's Gaff.
bro, watch the
Reilly's
stream.
Gaff live on YouTube, Spotify, Apple.
Put a camera in front of this man's face and he springs into action. By the way,
It's like putting an on switch on, mate. An on switch on.
putting it on. Which one?
That's like showing the Guinness. That's a Guinness World Book of Records record.
Mate, that's so.
I love
funny,
how that
innit?
got kept in. That's my favourite
Me,
thing.
you and Reese were pure freaking out about that bit. Weren't
I
you?
know.
But have you seen anything else then this week?
I've seen fucking Mad Harry Styles. What, like, so how? So like, this is what I don't get about this, right? He's a big deal, right?
Huge.
So like, usually the biggest deals go to like Hydro or Hampden. That's it. Like maybe somewhere in Edinburgh or something. But how do you like go? How does that go for like no been in Hydro, no been in Hampden, no been in fucking whatever, and then how did it end up at Ibrox? Like I've never even heard the cunts playing at Ibrox.
It's weird because but there was a concert at Parkhead I remember once years ago, and I think there has been some at Hampden. I think anyway,
Aye.
but you know, at Ibrox. But it's
Who,
just
but?
it's weird.
No
'cause,
Harry
like,
Styles, not freaking Harry Styles, right?
it's fucking Harry Styles.
It's fucking Harry
It
Styles.
should have
Don't
been-
understand.
Probably should have been Murrayfield. Like that's 80,000 or something, innit? Or 67 or
see,
something.
and do you know what? Sorry to all the Harry Styles fans out there, but like my man Ed Sheeran, right? He's like he'll sell at a stadium. I don't know if Harry Styles would sell at a stadium.
Harry Styles would sell at a stadium.
You think
I
so?
would actually go to Harry Styles. I would actually, mate. I think he's good. I think he's actually good at singing. I think he's
mate.
handsome.
Cool,
I think he's nice.
cool, bro.
No, but the reason he wouldn't do Hydro is because he'll sell more than 13,000 tickets, wouldn't he? What's that, Hod? 13, 12,000? Know what I mean? He would sell the stands and then, like, because I think Ibrox, if you put a stage in the middle, would get like 20,000
But why no
on the
Hampden?
pitch. I don't know.
Neutral venue.
Come on. Mate, do you think there's MD that
But
would...
what, like, why would there be different issues?
Mate, maybe it's the World... No. The World Cup's in fucking Qatar.
Maybe the World Cup on,
I
bro.
was thinking about the Euros there, like, is it always here?
I know every tournament's here now. Fuck,
but-
aye, World Cup's on, innit?
Mate, do you think there's MD that's like a pure diehard Celtic fan, but also a Harry stan that's pure fuming the now? Like, I'm no fucking going there, mate.
Oh, mate, I bet there is a lot of them. Like,
Aye.
I bet, like, because I mean, like, say, I don't know, I'm not that bad. Like, I wouldn't go to Ibrox to see some, like, someday. We'd like, see if somebody you like played the Ibrox, you wouldn't be like, I'm no fucking going, would you?
I would,
but no, would you go? You'd go,
I would
wouldn't you?
go, aye. If it was somebody I heavy liked, like, I like Harry Styles, but no enough to go to. No, I wouldn't bother me, mate. It's a place, not
It's
I mean?
not like you're going to like Rangers are playing before it or something.
I've been to watch Celtic, who I heavy like. You know what I mean?
I know,
I've been to watch Celtic hundreds of times. So like,
there you go.
have I ever been to Ibrox outside of watching Celtic? No. But like, imagine, right, here's like a kind of similar scenario, right? Your dad's having like his 50th in the Ibrox like restaurant thing.
Lounge.
You're obviously going to go in, yeah?
What would it be called? The
club deck or
the
something?
Legends Lounge or something?
Aye. The Bears.
It's the club deck. The Bear Pit, aye. But aye, what you saying?
Aye, but would you go to that? Of course you would. So
Wait, what would I go to the hospitality at Ibrox?
Aye.
But just like,
With your dad if you wanted to.
why would we go?
I don't know.
Why would we not just go to the like?
Just come to Harry Styles with me.
That's how I feel like this is leading into.
Aye,
Well,
but
I'll go if you want.
That was mad, innit?
G4 can sort us out.
Harry.
Some
Seabolt.
things are even Harry Seabolt. Harry Seabolt.
That's the worst thing ever, innit?
That's like somebody.
Walter Melon Sugar.
Watermelon sugar.
Thank you.
Watermelon sugar. Hi.
Watermelon Sugar. Smith.
And R.I.P. at Walter Smith. He was a
Oh,
legend.
aye, actually, definitely. Camora Beth.
What?
That means Welsh for, well, God bless Wales or something. I'm for Wales.
You sure, mate? I know you're no fae Wales, but you are repping a Wales shirt there, mate. Beautiful stuff.
Down the valleys.
Down the valley.
And I see you're repping the Danish shirt.
Well, the Danish shirt, mate, it actually got made by a little Jewish man when I was in Denmark. The town of Hobro has a large Jewish population. So when I was down there, I was mingling with the locals. I was drinking some tea, and this old man came up to me and he said, "You could really use a wee t-shirt, my man."
Aye.
And I was like, "What's your name?" He said, "Niklas Jorgensen."
Nice,
I was like, "Nice to meet you, my man." And then he got in touch with Collection 26. They hooked up. Nicholas and Collection 26 hooked up, and man, they produced some fire right here,
They
mate.
do, mate, definitely.
Beautiful stuff.
Because you grew up in Denmark and that, didn't you?
Aye.
And then obviously they know that at Collection 26, so they're kind of supporting the heritage.
They're supporting everything, mate.
Aye, see, I asked for like a whale t-shirt, like an actual, like the animal whale,
Aye.
but he didn't.
Did he?
Aye, didn't. He thought I was Welsh, I think.
So still waiting on that.
Aye.
Still waiting on
I'm
that.
getting
So.
the whale t-shirt.
But
sorted.
aye, troops, if you want to be like us, if you've got a nationality, you might want to get over to Collection 26. If you've not got a nationality, maybe just wait a month or something. But you want to get yourself over there. Any nationality can get it. That is the Collection 26 motto.
Americans, Mexicans, anyone
Aye,
can get
anyone can get it. So get over to Collection 26. They're always dropping new stuff. They have, I believe, these on you. So
Aye.
yep. So get yourself over there. Get yourself 10% off with the code reillysgaff. Goodness me, what else can we do for you? Endless entertainment, emotional moments, love and passion, and discount codes. So Reilly's Gaff for 10% off. Get yourself down there. The link is in the description. So troops, we've been telling you about Investor Watch UK for months now. And if you've not got the memo already, we spoke about how much money you could be up. 29% in the last 3 months of 2021, is that right?
You invested 500 quid, you'd be nearly at 2 grand now in the last 3 months.
Just the last 3 months of 2021, just casual, just like that, you know what I mean? These are guys you can trust. Go. In fact, let's check out a Trustpilot review that they've got, because they've got 93% excellent ratings on there. So I'm going to, in fact, Joseph, actually, can you fling me a beat? Let's see what they're saying, guys.
Investor Watch.
Yeah.
Investor Watch.
Okay. Incredible team and service. I couldn't be happier with the service Investor Watch team provide. My knowledge on investing is improving day by day.
Investor
And so far
Watch.
my portfolio has too.
Investor Watch.
The information provided is in depth but clear to understand, and allow you to educate yourself to be able to pick and choose your investments with confidence.
Investor Watch.
Richard's knowledge and experience in the property sector are evident in his weekly property videos and his calls. But again, his information across all asset classes has been second to none.
Woo! Fire. Can we get fucking applause up in here for that?
Thank you everybody. Guys, how many times we need to tell you? Investor Watch UK, go down to the description. You're gonna get a month free. No money, no commitments. Try a month. Tell us how you got on.
You'll be happy with it, man. Like, they don't DM people. They're not out chasing people, trying to scam people and that. They're not like these people you get on Instagram. Like,
yeah.
you're not in their own Trustpilot. Like, what is it again? 93%.
93% excellent rating. So these are guys you can trust with your money if you want to invest some in crypto, shares, stuff like that. So go down to the description, have a wee look at their website, sign up through our link, and tell us how much money you make later on, man. Safe.
I'm going to dye my hair, Evan.
Are you?
Aye.
What colour?
I'm thinking about purple for the gaff.
Are you really going to do it?
I might, aye.
Why don't we do a podcast in Myles Co when you're getting it dyed?
That'd be class, aye.
Get Myles Co, if you're watching, can we do that? Please? Can we do it? Jamie's going to get his hair dyed. Troops, you know about Myles Co. You know what we've been saying this full time. You could look like us. How lucky.
Come on, guys.
Imagine you woke up tomorrow and you had my haircut. You'd be heading right for that Erskine Bridge, baby. But I tell you what, Campbell does his best with it, right? There's no other man who could sculpt anything close. My head's a kind of funny shape, guys, and I'm not going to lie. So he does what he can with it. And you know what? I'm happy. I love the boy. And I love everyone at Myles Co, actually, Jamie.
Aye, they're all good guys. I've got Ryan.
Aye.
Obviously, I've said the wee goblin man.
Aye.
He's like always hunched there, tap off, hundreds of boils and that, shouts at you.
Aye.
Get a beard down to his knees and that. Mental sight.
Aye.
I've actually fucked him about. I should have been in yesterday and I should have been in Saturday, and I had to patch it both times. So there's slots there. Somebody go and grab them.
Jamie's leaving up all the slots of Myles Co, so go fucking book it. But aye, they are the best about, troops, no joke. If you go there and you get a bad haircut, I'll give you £1 million.
Aye, because it's not going to happen.
And you've got it in video, because I know it's not going to happen. You've got wee deck on the scissors, boom, 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 at the front door, greeting all the customers, hello, hello, hello.
You get Callum's a good guy.
Callum, you've the whole gang down there, adequate, very, extremely adequate at their jobs, professionals, right?
And if you kick your door in and say
Reilly's Gaff, you're getting money off. You know it. Every time. Do we ever get a sponsor and then no get you anything? We don't get this podcast is sponsored by. No, we get you fucking deals, mate, right? That's what we're here for. We're here for the people, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Go into Myles Co, book it. If you're booking through the Booksy app, of course, writing the notes, Reilly's Gaff, it's no cheeky, it's no rude, don't worry about it. Honestly, it's not even a thing. Write Reilly's Gaff, everyone's doing it, and you will get money off your haircut. Easy as that, troops. Or if you're going into the shop, I forgot to mention, and you're just walking in, or you're booking however, just say Reilly's Gaff at any point, you'll get the money off.
Mate, you're needing a haircut, by the way. I don't know what to say it, but
think so?
He's needing a haircut a wee bit.
Oh my God, fuck's sake. Aye, you're definitely needing a haircut, bro. We'll go into questions after this, but because the reason I'm saying this, because my wee cousin asked us a question, right? And actually, that is kind of similar, sort of really, like, same age difference. And how much younger are you than Jamie?
About 4.5 years.
4.5 years? Not 4.5 years.
He sounds about 40 years older.
Nah, my wee cousin's only like a year and a half or something younger than me. But, so back in the day, right, obviously, I was actually eating a lot of cabbage at the time, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? The devil let it, bro. Way back in the day, my wee cousin, obviously, a bit younger than me, wanted to try things, right? So I get a message on Facebook from him, right? And he's like, I think I was about 17 or something. And he's like, Evan, I want to try it. I'm ready. I want to try a bit of that cabbage, bro. So I'm like, right, sound. I'll go get some cabbage for you, and we can try the cabbage together, and I'll be there to make sure that there's nothing's wrong with the cabbage.
The old trope of like, if you're going to go out there and date, son, I'd rather you're in here with me.
You're safer doing it with me, right?
That's old dads what I get for leckies, isn't it?
Old dads that are like choking for a patsy, and I was like, look, I don't mind them coming in here and snorting other gear, right? But
As long as they give me a couple of grams.
Look, a few, they're safer in here than me. And I'll get a patch out of it. But I use like that. I want to try it, man. So I'm like, no bother. So I get some apparatus together. I do some things and I go and we try it, right? So we're in Partick, right? So we're stoking about Partick, right? And obviously, like the first time you get baked, you're fucked. Like, so it's like entering a new universe, right? Like obviously every time after that it's no like that, you know what I mean? But for that time you're actually just floating about in this mad bubble, right? So we go to Partick McDonald's, obviously, right? Munchie, bro. Pure munchie, bro.
We can get a fucking munch.
Meat McD's munchie, bro. Stoned in it. So we went there and we're sitting, right? And he go, what do you think he got?
All sorts of chicken nuggets.
20 chicken nugget shell box meal, right? So he's like, top, pure, pure battering into his nuggets, right? And he finished them, dust them, right? And I'm sitting, right? And I'm like, I got at him. You should go and get your £1 for that. And he's like, what? And I'm like, the box, you should go and get your £1 for it. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, McDonald's are doing a mad fucking, seen this? McDonald's are doing a recycling campaign. So if you give your share box back, they can recycle it and they give you £1 for it. He's like, aye.
Seen his eyes on my door.
He's like, a £1 or not even worth walking up for, but he's like, I think he was just stoned and caught in that sort of like, this is a good opportunity for me, right? So I'm like, honestly, just go up and say to the lassie, can I get my £1 for the share box? And he baked it, he's not, and he was like, walked up, I went up behind him to watch it, right? And he's like, with an empty chicken nugget shell box, right? Can I get my £1 for that? And the lassie's like, what? And he just see that see as soon as she said what, he was like,
he wasn't stoned
and
anymore.
then he just drained it all out of him, and he just turned around and he looked at me and I was like,
Mate, you can imagine, like, know how like McDonald's workers, right? Proudies fucking do a good job, man.
Mate, McDonald's is the hardest job I've ever had, mate.
They do, mate. It's fucking, they do some job, but imagine, like, they'll just run after feet and they're just like, £1 for the share box, there you go. Like, they were actually, do you know what I mean? And then for ages, he's like, going back with a share box, and every time they're like, what? Mate, there's your £1.
It was even worse because it was one of the ones, like, he had to go up and, like, nobody was there at first, he was standing waiting on somebody, like, excuse me.
You owe me a quid, you fucking bum.
Imagine, like, you're working at McDonald's, right? That cunt walks up to you and he's like, we had an empty chicken nugget share box. Can I get my £1 for that? You're like, what are you talking about?
Do you know what it's just reminded me of? Did you ever have a cunt that came around and collected all your gingies?
Aye.
Did you have that in Campus Line, that?
Aye, well, I think so.
And then they would go to a shop and they get 20p for every gingy.
What, and then come and give you it?
No, like, they would...
Like, so like the white charities, we collect a mad charity bag and take it away.
So like even the new, I drove by something the other day, in Balmullock, there was a house that had just hundreds of gingies sitting outside.
Still doing it?
Aye, they must.
Mate,
be.
I feel like certain areas in like Glasgow and that are quite like, it's not even like schemy, but it's like places that are like set in their ways almost. It's like Easter House is very like that, like pure everybody knows everybody. It's like a pure tight knit community, even though like shit goes down, but like it's like
I know what you mean.
It's like a certain, like, it's not just like passing through a random place, like it's a hang, like they have their own
it's a community, innit?
Aye.
But it's a community that doesn't get as much like regeneration and stuff as other places,
I know.
It looks as if, mate, there's a bit of the tune, right, that me and my pal Scofie have always said, that see when you walk out, right, I'm trying to explain what it is. So it's on Argyle Street, there's a shop called like Bo Peeps, and there's a shop called D's that sells like Doc
D's
Martens
and that. You're talking about?
Aye, that bit, right? So when you walk out like next to D's, mate, see like every shop in front of you looks like it's for the 70s or something.
Aye.
And then obviously D's and stuff looks pure old, and the old TJ Hughes is all fucked and it looks like an old cinema and all that. And it always used to freak us out, like we'd walk out there and be like, right, we're back. And like, mate, obviously mad wee triples.
We're back.
We're back in the fucking 60s or something.
Like, honestly, right, like, no offence to all the Trongate levels and all that, right? That bit of tuna is just a shithole. Like, that stretch of road, mate, is a shithole, mate. Like, just for like the end of Glasgow Green and right up to like TJ Hughes, I'd say. That's where it ends. I think, right, you tell me, right, be 100% honest here, right? You might not remember, right? See, round about that McDonald's and that, right?
Aye.
Do you not think there's just an omnipresent smell of pish? Constant smell, constant pish.
I'm going to surprise you here. I was there the day because I dropped my papa off at the opticians.
Pishing?
The opticians. The old pensioners pishing. The opticians.
But hey, look, we better get on to the questions of the good folks.
How you want to do it? Do you want to redo it? You want to read them out?
We'll
Or
go
do you want
question for question, bro.
Do that. Tit for tat.
See who's
right?
the last man standing.
Right, aye, so we're not going to do, like, we got all sorts, man. So I've just saved all the questions, so they'll roll off.
Aye.
We might do them next week or whatever, but...
Aye. So, basically, right, so we'll be answering these questions, but we've not even, like, looked them out. Like, we're just going to go through them randomly, and then... But we've saved them all, right? So, like, if you've asked one, then it might get read in, like, the next one. Still, like, we're going to just keep the questions because they are good and we can't get through them all. So
well, we could get through them all, we could barter through them all, but then we wouldn't give you a good answer to any of them. We'd just be like, blah, blah, blah. Aye, that's good, cheers.
A 7-hour podcast. But, right, will I go first?
You go first, bro.
What about the bet? Oh, so Isaac McKillop wants to know, best school fight you ever saw?
Oh... I've actually got one, right? I've got one, right? So is this boy? Are we saying names or
code? Just use the letter.
Right, so S, right? See, big S, man.
Sounds like a pure and crime like thing, doesn't it? S approached the young male, 1454.
So big S, right? It was like a quiet boy, a bit of a weirdo, a bit of a that Kill the Dragon figure, right? And that's what it kind of reminded me of. And he went to scrap this boy down Red Road, right? Another boy was like, I kind of played football and that, like, thought a bit of himself and that, right? Went up and how like a school fight, right? So, see in films, school fights are like jab and then duck and all that, and it's never like that, right? It's just like two cunts shagging on the floor.
I just rolling about, pulling each other's ties now.
So this cunt went to scrap him, so he thought, like, obviously see the cunt that was like, we'll call the other guy C, right? So C just thought, I'm just going to smash this cunt, I'm just going to roll him about with him, right? But S had other plans. S rocked up and goes like that, look. Right, somebody shouted, right, you's got to scrap a what then? And S goes, aye, mate. Right? And he's gone like that. And then obviously every cunt started laughing, he had these bent knees and that, and he's like that, right? Every cunt's pissing herself, and it leathered him, mate.
What?
Like that school in a film fight like that, pure punch, duck, weave and all that, like get him in the belly, double
Body
jabs,
shots,
know what I mean? And he just walked away like that, pure. He was the only man that was wearing a tie properly and all that, mate.
Just fixed that again.
Mate, so that was probably the best fight I've ever seen in school.
I bet that guy who got battered never fought with anybody ever again after that, man.
Mate, I think he tried it. I think he
Did
tried
he go
it.
to Essie's house for more? Mate, I love the stand she done, like, because it wasn't even like a boxing stance where like one hand's in front of the other. It's literally just like.
Aye, do you know what it was? It's like now they have pictures of like the leprechauns and it's like the fighting Irish. That's what it was like.
Aye, that's the exact picture I get in my head.
Put him up.
Insane, mate, insane.
But
I've got
your one, aye.
So, I mean, I can't, you know. So there was these lassies, right? And I usually feel quite uneasy watching lassies fight. I don't get the same.
It's brutal.
It
is brutal. But
aye, it's very hair getting pulled. That it's very. Oh, I don't enjoy it. Like, obviously UFC is different, trained fighters, that's a fucking thing. Like, but watching pure two lassies in school fighting each other was not for me. But there's two lassies I went to school with, man. Put it this way, mate. If me and you had to fight with the two of them, I would, if I was a betting man, I'd put money on them, right?
Aye.
These two were honestly, mate, like, try to think I'm mad. Like, you know who the Road Warriors are, mate?
Aye,
the mad tag team with the spikes and all that, mate. That's like the build they had, right, both of them, right? So they were just known as like no boys even got cheeky with them. You know what I mean? It was like they were like, fucking shop, you wee dick, you bro. What's up? Like they were huge, both of them. And one day, mate, they were pals, but
the two of them went for it.
The two of them, something happened, bro, and like. Mate, everybody in their school was just like, what the fuck? Now, like, when the immovable force meets the unstoppable force. When the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, it was like that thing, mate, pure like Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant.
Fight of the century.
Mate, everybody was like pure, cunts were taking bets, mate. Cunts were like phoning their mom. Somebody phoned their mom and was like, I'm not coming home for a week. I don't know what they thought was going to happen.
I couldn't get on it.
I don't know. I think they thought the fight was going to go on for a week straight, mate, because none of the two of them were going to gear up.
Was there like a clear and obvious winner at the two? No, mate,
it was like sort of like, it was like, you ever see like a David Attenborough documentary and like two hippos are rolling about and like neither one's really winning, but it just looks painful.
Two seals just hitting off each other.
It was honestly, but it was outstanding. But there was something like, because I always remember I hated lassies fighting, but when it was them, it just didn't. It like, you're like, these two can take care of themselves.
Aye.
I'm not slightly worried about either of them.
When you're watching like UFC, and
Aye.
lassie fighting, you're like, right, these.
I'm no worried about them because
Aye.
they're trained to do this. Like, these were trained, these were trained killers, bro. And I can't even remember who won. I think I was just that excited. I think I probably missed it, mate. I think I'd fainted or
Mate,
something.
I bet it ended like one of the. Do you know how that mad meme that's like the mad strong guys like doing that horns? Like
Aye,
that?
aye.
It ended like
Really?
Aye,
a
definitely.
matchup, man.
Definitely would have.
Oh shit! Aye, right. So I've got to do a question here.
Oh, I had
I've
done
also
that.
got Cal the Dragon clip.
Right.
Oh, aye. Why don't we watch Cal the Dragon clip?
Just because you said like Cal the Dragon.
Oh, aye, right. So this is like Big S. This is who. If you don't know who Cal the Dragon is, this is Evan's favourite human. Maybe is that your favourite human in the world?
No, Cal's not even like top 10, but
Oh,
he's
isn't it?
entertaining. Like, favourite humans, Lee Sutherland, and then probably like my mom or something.
Aye,
But,
Lisa on first.
So like Cal the Dragon, for people who don't know, is like a famous TikTok goalie, striker, midfielder, long hair, backyard kind of viber, and what he. So let me kind of give a bit of a context to Cal, right? So like, it's just put it back to the start and just pause it, right? So Cal, this is the thing about TikTok. I always say to you, TikTok people are like an onion, bro. Multiple layers, right? Because like, people are like, how Cal the Dragon, like, how's he funny? Like, what does he do? And I'm like, mate, like, you just need to follow the journey with these people. Like, Cal the Dragon, he started off as a young shy boy. He was out his back garden. He was catch, yo, number 6, get out, mark him. He was just a humble goalie. But then the comments went wild. Obviously, everybody's calling him the best goalkeeper in the world and that. And he's an impressionable young man. So it started just going to his head. And obviously, as it's gone to his head, he's posting videos saying, oh, I've scored. Mate, he said he ran 20k in 8 minutes.
20k in
he's on
8 minutes.
He's like, no, 20 miles. 20 miles. And no, sorry. He's on a live, right? And he's like a bit of a compulsive lie. Like, but he doesn't realise that everybody knows he's lying.
Aye.
So he thinks if he just says it, people will believe it.
He spoke any facts.
Aye, so like, he's on a live with this guy Simon. He's always on me, this mad old guy who
Mate,
like grooms him or something. I don't know.
Sorry, this is a pure like, tangent of this,
Sorry.
right? But someday I was playing COD with the other day, asked if I knew this Simon guy. I said, no, I need to go look at his live now. And I went and looked at his live and it said, no, my Instagram name's Voodoo Ray, right? That's what my name is in the computer and all, and like PlayStation and that, and that's what this boy calls me, calls Voodoo. Pure daft story there. But he said, go and look at his live now, and he had commented, do you know how that boy Voodoo that was on the lives or something, he got stabbed last night, mate? And when I had clicked on it, that guy was going, oh, Voodoo, I don't remember him, but he got stabbed. Mate, on his live. And then another boy, like this group of boys, is that Dan? That boy Dan, you know, he was like commenting stuff like, oh, this boy, can you get a shout out for this boy Greg? His dad got stabbed last night. It's just like all these, and Everika was commenting on these things and he was going, what is it with everyone getting stabbed? Mate, it was so funny, man. But
That's
sorry.
real pandemic. But mate, aye, so like he goes on lies with Cal the Dragon all the time, and so Cal the Dragon's like at him on him, he's sitting like pure smug, and he's like, so Cal, like, what did you get up to last night? And he's like, yeah, just went a jog. And Simon's at him, oh yeah, like, how far, 5k or something? He's like, 20 miles. He's like, what bloody hell, how long did that take you? And he's like, 10 minutes. And you just see, but this is the fuck thing, right? It's like the whole thing with the clout thing, right? So like, see if that Simon guy goes like that to him, no, you fucking didn't, what are you talking about? He won't go on lives with him anymore, so that Simon guy won't get views on his videos, and it's a whole clout thing, right? But Cal the Dragon, so he started getting content, and then he does get a lot of hate still, right? Because obviously, I mean, he plays football at his back garden and he like hitting digs into rakes and that, right? But now he's actually like in the past couple of weeks, right? He's kind of like getting a wee bit of sense of humour, but he's got like a heavy weird, he's got pure toilet humour like a kid, right? So like he posted this video on his own TikTok. Let's actually watch this and let's try and get a bit of volume, because we need to hear a bit of, right, whoa. Look. Whoa. Let's watch it again. I mean, see it again, right?
Mate, what the fuck?
Right, just
It's
what?
got bloody Britney Spears in it.
Mate, this is him posted this. Can you try and just like get a noise of the fart?
Aye.
Because I really everybody listen to this. Right, get the first one. Right. Like that is a fart. Like that's one of the ones like you've been on it for like 2 days, man, and you've no eaten, and it's just air for the gaff you're in, it's just coming back at you. It's like a 3-day-old fart, man.
Aye.
It's like
Forcing its way out,
mate,
bro.
and you know, and then he follows it up with a reburn at the end there, man.
But it's so intentional. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, if he squeezes, you can see his abs moving in
Mate,
that. We trying to squeeze a fart out.
See, when I was just that was playing in the background and music on it when we
Aye.
were talking, and I was just kind of looking, and I thought it was doing the Ronaldo sweet.
Oh no, much worse, bro.
With 2 bloopers.
Fuck's sake.
Mate, he's a mad character. But,
But
sorry,
anyway,
that took
aye.
us away for the questions.
Aye,
That was
aye.
just because I said that S was kind of like
There's
him.
there's never
S
a
was
bit.
very like him.
That is why you said that actually. And S, hopefully he's out there doing something similar and no barting people. But why don't you pick a question, Jamie?
Right, I'll try that now, brother. My question, like, can I just go on off what you said there? This is for Lauren Anderson, who's my pal. She asked, whose school would win in a fight, including pupils, teachers, and weapons that you could find in the school?
Just in the school, can I go outside the school?
So
ground?
this is our school. So will we start calling out schools? No.
But what school did you go to? Tell
I went
us.
to All Saints
Right, I
Roman
went-
Catholic Secondary School.
I went to Kafkin. Hi.
Just Kafkin. Right,
Kafkin.
Joe went to the Rock. He went to St Rock's, which I think would win.
Don't have
Right.
the numbers though, it's quite a small.
Right, let's get. So, I mean, but is this at the time that we went or no? You know what I mean? I'm guessing it's when we went.
I would I'm not just pitting the wee
Because
guys against each other.
I was going to say it's like current Kafkin
Capacity.
capacitor. Aye. What is it? No, but the winning B
Mate,
capacity.
I think All Saints is like mad. It's like 1,500 people or something, man. That's at a uni.
Aye. I mean, they probably expected me to maybe fight my corner here,
Aye.
but I mean, there was nuts people,
Aye,
but I don't think ours was like. I wouldn't say it was like particularly like I wouldn't come in here and tell you my school would leather your school and your school, mate. Like I'm not that confident in it.
Mate, see, to be fair, I was about to go, aye, wee guy school, fuck's sake, mine's is, and then I thought to my school, and every current was just chill. It wasn't
Aye.
that. Springburn Secondary School,
Aye.
mate, that used to have like 5 posts in it all the time.
Aye.
Just in case shit happened, aye.
Just in case, man.
Like, you walk by, mate, and there would just be posts. The Rock had posts, see what I mean? All Saints was a nice school
never-
of the North, bro.
Right.
And you get Sarah Heed, I think that was a school. Sarah Heed's a pub, mate.
Sonny Bean.
Sarah Heed's a boozer in the fucking Gallagher.
You'd have a post that's on the dinner hall.
Aye.
Food fight.
Mate, how
They're
mad?
illegal now, mate.
How mad
5 years for a food fight. Do you know that?
No way.
Mate, see in a public place, if you start a food fight, you can get up to 5 years in jail.
Aye.
Nah.
Mate, have you ever had a food fight? Because I haven't. I feel terrible about it.
No, I don't go to high school in America, man.
Shout food fight when you did it.
Mate.
Shout
Mate, I had a
It's
food
not
fight.
a real food fight unless you shout food fight at the start.
How bad's this? But right, all inclusive like holiday thing, right? When I was a wee guy, me and my sister were like, always wanted to have a food fight and that. Mate, but how bad's that? Like, just like we didn't pay for the toasties. We'll just waste
Oh,
food
free.
for that, mate. Just like the worst food fight ever.
Isn't it mad, like, the way you perceive the world when you're, like, pure young, like, pure, well, food free, innit? No wasting money. But, like, you actually don't even think about pure, there's people who don't even get to eat. You're like, food free.
It's actually quite a bad thing to have in, like, a film in it. Do you know what I mean?
Polar Express at the food fight.
Fucking...
Did they? Why? Why are you mentioning it?
It's a kids film.
Oh right, aye. Mate, I think every like Disney Channel film in that, like now they
Mate,
didn't.
that could be, like... Because we've seen... Right, we've got a question, right? This could lead into another question.
Right.
What's the question about starting the conspiracy theory? Get it up, because we could start a conspiracy theory about food fights and how they were like, the government told all movies to put food fights in them to like start food wastage so that certain other places don't get food. So like, we waste it on like the overspill of food that other countries don't get it.
Like pay more for it, so there's food companies.
Aye, so like food prices go up
Mate.
as a premium.
You're actual frying my brain, bro. Is that actual
Mate,
true,
I tell
bro?
you, I'm smart as fuck, mate.
Mate, right, so Sean White asked, what secret conspiracy would you like to start? It's called a conspiracy theory. It's no secret because we are fucking telling it.
We're literally saying this on YouTube, buddy.
So, Sean White, I hope that's the fucking, is that no a surfer or something, Sean White?
Sean White, no, that's Mick McFarlane.
Snowboarder,
Oh, is he, aye?
The most famous snowboarder in the world. He's a cool cunt, I know.
Is he, aye?
I had that, mate. Did you know play like
Get him
Sean
on.
White? Sean White, like it was like Skate 3 and all that. See the mad.
Sean
the
White,
mad- Sean White, the adventures of Sean White and his cat.
No, bro, I didn't. Mate. You know what I did play though? Do you ever play, even on like PS1 or 2, right? Scooby-Doo?
Ah, yeah,
Mate,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the mad
yeah.
game,
PS2, mate.
And he had to collect it. Aye, mate, and you had to like, oh, mate.
Mate, I've got a pal.
A 90s kid.
Mate, I've got a pal that now that's like plays like proper PC, like now like a mad gaming PC and that. He's got a PS5 and that and all. It plays on new games, but he says he plays on his PS2 more than anything.
Mate, you know what the issue is, right? And like, you can tell me, you might think differently about this, but I feel like, see, like all the old games, right? Like, of course, see, like San Andreas,
Simpson
Vice
Hit and
City,
Run.
aye, Simpson. These games were like, fair to see the games these days. They look fucking amazing, and the controls so interactive, and it feels like you're at. But the games were much more fun to play. Aye, it's a game. Aye, it's a game. Like this is the thing. Like, see, now you can download like Vice City and shit onto like your PlayStation shit.
Aye.
Right? Me, when I was in Vietnam with Erin, like I downloaded it, and she would actually sit and play it, right? Because it's actually simple enough that she can be like, right, this gets in the car, but see the new GTA, I tried to let her play it and it was like fucking, she was
It's
like,
a new
her
world.
brain actually slipped out her nose.
See the thing. Oh fuck.
It was disgusting.
No, the thing about this is, but right, so like, first of all, right, Joe said this to me the other day, like, we was talking about this game, right, called Ratchet and Clank, which is like an old school game, like, it looks to me like Crash Bandicoot or something, Mind Day games, like, you're kind of going to that level and you're collecting that and doing this. And he says it's the best game, right, and I goes, it's a better than Red Dead Redemption, and he goes, that's not really a game, it's like a film. But the best thing about Red Dead Redemption is like the big scenes of him walking. Do you know what I mean? So it isn't really a game if you think about it, because it's like the actual bits that you play aren't they that good? That's what he was saying.
I don't know.
And I pure agree with that.
The game is a game, and that's the good thing. I mean,
Aye, but the thing I think about what you were saying about the games being better is just because we were young then.
I don't think so, but I think they're more simplistic to play. So it's like you don't need to pure overthink about what you're doing. Like, fuck, I need to hit this one. Like, it's like fair dues, they're shooting and you need to be fast, but like, it's simple. Like, you walk up there, press X, open the door. Like, see in new games, it's purely you walk up, need to fucking chuck your fucking controller in there, catch it in your head and all that. It's like, it's so
Make it dinner and that.
Aye, like there's so, and then like in GTA you've got a phone and you can phone cunts and
Oh,
you
mate,
need
that
and
annoys me.
Like, they've overcomplicated shit to where it's actual. They look classic, but they're no that fun to play.
Aye.
They're not accessible.
They're not as arcadey, kind of like. Aye.
Like they're not like a classic game. Like.
But I kind of the reason I was thinking about that is because like, see Modern Warfare 2, like Modern Warfare 1 and 2 and that, like COD, they were like, everybody goes, they're the best, even Black Ops 1 and all, like, that's a bit, take me back, you know, that like, Lee Sutherland, take me back to the old days now. But it's just because I was like coming in for school and going and playing that, and like 8 of my pals were on and we were all playing it together.
It was more the experience in the game.
Because like now you would go home and people would be like, oh, jump on, have a quick game, and it's like, but then I need to go and feed the Wayne and all that. You know what I mean? It's like you just don't get excited.
Life catches up, really, you know.
Yeah, man. So just think about that one.
We're all
for a
getting
bit.
old. We're all getting old. But hey, we better get on to a new question.
Right, I've got one for you that could be a bit. This is mainly aimed at you, right? So we'll kill two birds with one stone, right? Somebody asked, how did Jamie meet Evan, right? And it was like mainly because I was meant to be moving to Vietnam.
Aye.
And I was like, and me and my pal Kieran were meant to be moving to Vietnam, and we were like, have you got anything? And you're like, Addy's in a group chat, and you're like, do this, mate, blah, blah, all this kind of stuff. So that was from Logan C 1972. So that's how that happened. But then somebody's asked, any tips on travelling around Vietnam to Evan? That was Finlayson.7.
Right, cool, man, cool. So, tips for travelling about Vietnam, like if you're going on a holiday, I would say, don't go to Hanoi. It's like, it's good, but you don't need to go there. I would say go to Ho Chi Minh. If I had to like, I don't know how long this person has, right? But like places I would definitely go to, right? Ho Chi Minh, but it's like a big city, so you don't need to go there for long. And then I would go to Phu Quoc. island for like a beachy kind of thing.
Right.
And then Da Nang, which is like central Vietnam, right? Which is like the best place I've probably ever been in my
For
whole life.
Scran and that?
No, just like, mate, there's just so much like, there's like, we'll get pictures up, but like, there's just so much cool shit. There's like, because Da Nang's like half an hour from Hoi An, which is like a world like heritage site, a UNESCO heritage site. So it's like all ancient and it's like, it's just so cool, mate.
Like temples and all
But
that.
Vietnam, man, like Vietnam's such a cool place. Like it's just depends, because obviously I'm used to getting people tips who are like moving there. So like traveling as a tourist, what I would say is, in terms of like, don't get on bikes. Like, so at the airport there'll be taxi drivers trying to get you into their taxi. Don't, like, at every fucking, doesn't matter where you go in Vietnam, it's going to happen, right?
Do they take you to shops and all that?
No, well, I don't know, but like they're gonna bump you, like they're just gonna bump you. You're right. They say,
which is the same as every place.
You're a lot
really.
of money, but what you want to do is download Grab. It's an app that it's like Uber there, right? And book. So like sign yourself up for it. Takes 2 minutes. Get Grab, and then you can like track it. So like it's linked to an account, and all the drivers have reviews and shit. So it's like, always use that if you're traveling about. Never just like see the way you can get in a taxi and be like, all right, how much here to here? And they're like, it's this much, because they'll just change it halfway up the journey. Like they don't give a fuck. Like they don't actually really. It sounds bad, but like to a lot of Vietnamese people, we are just like a walking money sign for them, because they're poor.
Mate, good
they're
on
poor,
them, but
they're poor. Well, not really. I mean, you shouldn't scam cunts.
hustle,
but
No, I'm kidding on.
good on them.
But I just mean, like, if you're coming for a place like that and you're like, somebody's coming up here and the hang with, then if they can give an extra couple of quid, then
but like you shouldn't scam people.
No,
like,
you shouldn't.
Like it doesn't mean you should take advantage of people. But if you're kind, then people will tip you. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's, you either want to be a dick about it, or you want to just be sound about it and just hope that people are kind to you. That's probably the best way. But don't get in random taxis. Also, don't go to, if you're in Ho Chi Minh, don't go to Boy Vien, because it's just, there's rats everywhere. And it's like, Boy Vien is in District 1. So in Ho Chi Minh, there's like 12, there's much more than that, but it goes District 1, 2, 3, up to 12, and then you've got like Tan Phu, Tan Binh, Binh Tan, Binh Chan, try to think other ones, Go Vap. There's so many, right? It's like, in Ho Chi Minh, it's like 13 million people. In one city, right? So when you get there, like, probably the best way to get about is a bike, like if you're confident in shit. But also crossing the roads in Vietnam, this is an important thing. If you go to Vietnam, no one's going to stop at lights, right? It's just like, people just don't, unless you're literally in the city centres in like 2 mile radius, like square of ground. Nobody outside that is going to completely stop at lights. It just doesn't happen. It's like there's just rules in the UK and rules in Vietnam are two different things. That's what you learn when you go there. It's like the rules here are like everybody follows them, and that's the way it is. And like if you don't date, you're a bad person. Whereas nobody gives a fuck about that. Or they're like, people are just living in the moment, which is why I love the place, because it was like you don't get like a job's worth in Vietnam, because nobody's like making enough money to give a fuck about it. So as much as that's shite, at the same time, like they get to just enjoy their life a bit more stress free, because it's no as dog eat dog. It's no as like the way your politics are, where it's like think about like yourself and then don't think about anybody else. You know what I mean?
Like in America, like we've kind of spoke before about how in you mentioned in Vietnam, it's like people it's not as if they're no polite, it's just that they're no pure.
It's totally.
But then in America, you've got like that customer service that's pure fake, and it's like, hi, have you?
Like what's I mean. Obviously, like, as you're saying with the fucking customer service, it's like, that appears better, but it's not genuine. It's not. If you're doing that to get money, it's just like a person fucking coming up to you. It's just like getting scammed at, like, say, the pyramids, and a guy's like, you need to get a picture with me, and then he tries to charge you for the picture. It's like similar to that, where you're like, get a picture. Like they'll come up, like in Vietnam, a common scam is, here's another thing in Vietnam, people will walk about with like, it's like a bar, and it's like they'll have like fruit on it, and they'll be walking about selling fruit, right? And they'll come up to you and go, you big strong man, like you want to try hold it and that, and it's heavy as fuck, right? Like they've got a certain technique where it balances, and now like manual handling sort of thing, like, but obviously that's not what they fucking do. But you know what I mean? Like there's a way you can lift things where it's taking the weight out of body.
Your back,
So they'll try and get you to fucking hold it, right? And when you hold it, like, see if you try and hold it and go, oh, like, they'll be like, oh, take a picture, right? So you'll take, like, somebody your way will take a picture of you with it, and then that person will just follow you for money for a picture, and they'll be asking for, like, an obscene amount of money. So don't, like, see if somebody's just coming up to you in the street to try and talk to you, and this sounds bad, just walk by them, like, just ignore them, because nobody's ever coming up with good intentions normally. Like, you need to seek out that, like, there's Vietnam, I'm not saying bad things about Vietnam. Vietnam's amazing, but you, like, people who aren't going to scam you, aren't going to chase you about, like, you know what I mean?
Which is a good thing, I know.
Aye, like that, aye.
That kind of happens in like most places. Like, see, when you go to big cities, it's always like, oh, watch it for this, watch it for that.
Aye.
See, when I went to the weirdest one of them was like when I went to Milan, right? That was with my dad, and I couldn't just come up to me and goes, "You want to hold that?" And I was like, "I ain't born," held it, and then it was like pigeon food, and all these pigeons just started landing on me, mate, right? Oh, and he goes like that, here to my dad, he's like, "You take a picture." My dad's like that. Take a picture, and there's all these pigeons, mate. I'll send you and fucking.
Don't send me that.
I'm putting it up here. But Reese called me now in Home Alone. We'll talk about Home Alone earlier on, or the mad pigeon lady. And he also posted it saying, when you get a steak bake out in the middle of Greg's. So that was the worst one ever. So again, as you say, they follow you about going that $5 yours, know what I mean?
As you say, but they'll just fucking try to make a living, and they're poor, but it doesn't mean you need to oblige and fall for it, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, like, I live there, like, it's not, like, rude to, like, no take it, like, they're trying to bump you, so you don't need to take shit.
Aye, it was like, I got, like, pure, like, taking as well in Cuba, mate. Like,
mate, I can imagine you just,
mate,
like,
no, because I'm pure,
you're so, like, not impressionable, but you're so, like, trusting in people automatically.
Mate, I'm so naive,
like, you just think everybody's a pure great
like,
person.
This mad guy's like, talking to us, and he's going, oh, like, I was smoking like a cigar, and he was going, oh, is that Cahibas and that? And I was like, aye, mate, obviously went into Havana, I got Cahibas and that, and he goes, mate, I get them, like, out the factory, like, heavy cheap and all that, and I was like, do you? Mine's came in, like, a wooden box with, like, the Cahiba, the royal thing. See here, like, a Cahiba cigar would be, like, 70 quid, but there it was, like, 2 pesos or something, just because they're made there.
It's like,
but then this guy, I got a box of like 100 of them, so it was like whatever, 200 or whatever it was, right? And this guy was like, I can get them for like 30 quid, bro. Like the same as that. And I was like, can you, mate? I'll take me back for like everybody else. Now I was like, hurry up. And they came in a plastic bag, mate, loose, 20 cigars or something. Like, no, but then see when I was smoking them, mate, they were pure different. It just had like a wee sticker on it that said Cahiba. They just weren't the same, know what I mean? But see,
fake
be
cigars,
fair,
man.
mate, see when I seen that, I was like, obviously I've been bumped here. The cunt wants 30 quid, I'll just give him it as well. Do you know what I mean? Just I wasn't wanting to pure gaff man up about 30 quid because the guy was just wanting. He probably makes that in a week or something. Know what I mean?
There's times like, see, what I used to do in Vietnam was like, the way I got about, like, I never wanted to drive a bike there, mate. Like, it's. When you get there, you realise why you don't want to ride a bike.
Is it like an actual bicycle?
No, I mean bike is in like
a moped,
like a Vespa. Like that's what they all drive about in them. And then my old woman still cycle about, because like, see, no even that long ago, everybody was just cycling, and then now they've got bikes, like as in like
the combustion engine,
as in vroom vroom, and the
mechanic over here.
Yeah, mechanic Jamie Kelly. But so some people have big fucking proper, like, like, no even like that, mate. Like, what's the big one out there? There was a shop.
Ducati or something?
No. Yamaha, that's it. Yeah. Yamaha. Well done, Joe. Yamaha, so like, people, all sorts of different bikes. But I remember, like, the way I would get about in Vietnam, because I did not want to drive, because it's just... If you go and see a video of the traffic in Ho Chi Minh, try and imagine yourself driving in that. It's just mental. But a lot of people do get bikes, but I just was like, a shite bag, just fuck that. So I used to get like a grab bike, which is like a taxi. It's like, that's a taxi there. You go in the back of this guy's motorbike and he'll take you to your place. But it's all done through an app. Like, you pay cash, it's easy. I used to get that back and forth to like the schools every day, right? Like when I was teaching. And I remember, like, I would... if a driver was like pure like nice, or like it was just like, I could tell he was like a good guy, or like, I don't know, like just at certain times I would just say, I'm going to like give this guy like a pure big tip here, like
give him a wee treat.
Give him a treat to go home, you know, do whatever he wants, buy some kit or something. No, but like, so I would give him like a big thing of fucking cash, and mostly they would be like, oh my God, thank you so much, and all that, and like fucking, like, and I feel good about myself, obviously. It's like karma, bro. I'm buying karma, bro. So, karma, got karma there if you're looking, bro. But I'm fucking giving these big tips out willy-nilly, man, and there was this guy, and like, his nails were massive and that, mate. Just his toenails were poking out his shoes and that, and I was just like, I'm gonna change your life, boy. So I gave him this. I gave him this big tip at the end of the journey. Take it, big man. I'm trying to act pure nonchalant
you're
about it.
expecting like.
Aye, so I'm like, so when I gave him, I'm like acting very nonchalant, like, oh, like, I don't want to thank you, but like I kind of do a bit because I've just gave you like far too much, like a ridiculous, like it's like you get in a taxi for like like say you got a 10-minute taxi and you gave the cunt like 50 quid for it, right? Like that's like because it's so cheap out there to just get a bike, so it's like £1, right, for like a 10-minute journey. Aye. So like I can obviously give them it, right? So I gave this guy it, right, and he's not even looking, he just takes the money, and I'm like, oh, he's going to start like counting it and be all happy and I've been a hero, right? And he just kind of fucking, he's counting it and he's like,
Right, cheers.
but I didn't say that.
Right, imagine if Scottish about
Fucking conning bastard. Right, no bother.
Hey, that's you, son. Take care.
Aye, fucking into the night, man. But aye, we better get fucking back to some questions, jeez. So Reese Linning 72 wants to know music festival stories. So I've got one. And then
you go first and I'll think, right?
So I was at Tina Park, man.
Yeah,
you know how it goes.
Tina
Park. Bring back Transmit Street. Bring back Tina Park, man. So I was at Tina Park, and you know, as you do, if there's ever a place you're going to indulge in some debauchery. So people that I was with had these wee things that you put on your tongue,
right?
And it kind of burns your tongue, and you start kind of feeling pretty weird for about 14 hours, right?
Mate, I was like, this sounds a lot like something I'm thinking of it. Right,
so we had that, man, and
class.
I was wow, it was a great night, right? I don't even think we went and seen one person. Well, like you just like run about at Tina Park, like. So I was with this girl, and then I wasn't like a random, like I was with this girl, and then like two or three of her pals, and then Richie. You know Richie?
No.
Don't know why I say that, if you know Richie. But
Richie?
shout out Richie Ward.
Big Richie.
So we were together, man, running about Tina Park, causing it, like pure one day nights. It's just like I'm a blur, like seeing the movies, it's pure like I'm a drunk night, and it's pure the cameras. So that's just kind of what it felt like. But we're all fucked up on that, obviously. So like I'm lying in my tent, and I'm lying, and like I can hear the rain, but I'm pure relaxed, and I can hear the rain, and it's pure on my tent, and I'm like thinking about like how like the day moves on. It's like the day starts and the sun comes up, and then it rains, but it stops, and then it goes. It's like a pattern every day, and I was obviously right, you know. So I'm thinking this, and then I'm like, I was pure enjoying it, and then somebody was like, "Want to go to fucking Green Camden? I need to get my phone or something pure." So I'm like, "He's got my phone, my charger." So I'm like, "I'll go." Right, so we all bust there, right, and to the lassie that I was there, it was her pals, right? So like it was their campsite, right? So one of her pals that I was with, right? I see him, right? And we've honestly, me and this boy have been fucking having it large all night, right? I'm like, what's happening, you fucking madman, right? Pure pointing, right? I'm like, where the fuck did you go, like that? You're fucking off your nut, right? And I walked up to him, and as soon as I got up to him, right, I looked up, and his face completely changed, and it wasn't even him.
Oh, man.
And I was like,
horrible.
And the cunt was actually acting me. And I was like, sorry, mate. Sucking nine.
See that mad like realisation of like, it sometimes happens when you speak as well. Like you go and you say, mate, you done a video the other day that was like that. Like the kid just randomly says like Hanks and then goes, what did you just say, mate?
It was like, mate, have you seen the video I done? It's like the cunt thinking he's at, well, I think I've maybe done a few like that. The cunt thinking he's at work. Like when they're that's a pure, but mate, the reason that I kind of probably came up with that, the reason I come up with half my videos is because this stuff's happened or similar, right? But like, I remember I was in this gaff, right? And this was like peak mental times, mate. It all kind of died down. This night was no right, mate. It was that way, like, there was a bunch of me and my pals in a gaff, right? who like love getting on it, right? Like pure passionate about it at the time, right? Like avid home and away, mate.
Knew all the songs.
I knew of the songs backwards and that. And there was another, but then there was another group of boys also come to Gaff who we were like kind of pals with, who were equally as
passionate.
so like there was a mad atmosphere as if this is gonna be nuts. All of us in here at the one time and that, right? And I remember like I was lying on a couch, fucked it up, and I remember going like that to. This is like 8 AM, right? And you're sitting, it's pure daylight, and I remember still hunters, I can't bounce about, and I remember going like that. Sitting with my pal, right? And I remember just sitting like that, and I remember I'm just going, "What did you just say?" And I had said, "You know, gonna go and sell for no?" And I was feeling like that, right?
Horrible,
and he was like, "What'd you say?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't know that." And then like 5 minutes later, bro, right? I actually got up, right? So now that way you bring, did you ever bring like shorts to a gaff and like change, like because you knew it was going to be up your sweaty one?
See a bag that it's like deodorant.
Charger. so like I'm sitting down. I've got shorts on, but I had joggies on. I've took them off and I've put them somewhere right in my bag or something. So I've in this like trance, mate. Go up, right? Go to the joggies, folded them up, right? And been holding them like that, like the way you would like if you were going to like put them out on the shop floor, right? And I walked up like actually think about the mindset I must have been in. Walked up to this boy who like I knew but like no like proper pals with him, right? And he was with like two other boys talking, and I just marched up right in the middle, and I was like, I can only give you a gift receipt for these, is that alright? And he was like
That's so bad, isn't it?
And he was like
Did you get the hang that as soon as they say like, see if you're sitting, mate, if you're looking at me the now, and he goes, what?
Mate, as soon as the tea landed on the whip, mate, the blood drained out of my body, mate, and I was like stoning out my banger, mate, with this pair of folded up joggies, pure. What am I doing?
Mate, my festival story is kind of similar to this, but it's a boy, I don't know if you know him, Cleary, right?
Right.
He's like one of my good pals, and he lived in Australia, and he used to come back for tea. He lives here now, right? He used to come back for tea every year. And obviously, you're coming back to Australia to see all your pals. Obviously, getting on in a campsite for 4 days, you're going to be fucked, do you know what I mean? And he fucking was sitting, right? And it was when we were like kind of wee guys-ish, well, whatever age we were, and Alesso was on, and everybody was buzzing about going to see Alesso, mate. Right?
Alesso, fuck.
So we were sitting at this campsite, right? And we're going like that, right? And I just see like pal Clary sitting like that, right? Sitting like that, man. And I go, right? I tap something, I'm like, here, Clary boy, phone a taxi to Alesso. And he's going, Matt, I'm like, phone a taxi to Alesso. And he goes, yeah, right. He's going like that, but he's a mad old guy, right?
Aye.
And he's like, and he's doing it for ages. He just keeps going, and then he's like, where am I? He was saying things like, where am I? And then it ended up, so we thought he was going to realise that thing that, oh, you've just done me, or like just come out his mad thing.
Once he realised.
The thing that ended it, we were just waiting for ages, and the thing that ended it, he done, some cunt else phone one, my phone's Australian. My phone's Australian, somebody else phone one.
My phone's Australian.
Because he's fair Australia, but he's like, that's what's no working the now.
Aye.
It's no that I'm sitting in the middle of a campsite for a fucking whatever it was for. But aye, that was my original story was going to be about shiting myself, but we'll save that for another time.
Aye, that episode 100, Jamie Kelly shitting himself live on the podcast.
Maybe purple hair, shit myself story.
Aye,
but,
you can shit yourself while you're getting it dyed. You might actually.
Right, next question. Do you want me to get one?
If you want,
I get one.
We'll do one more, troops. It's been a long one, yeah.
Right, so the last question I was thinking we could do a kind of more serious one. So this is for at Arena Jamesy. The lassie's name's M. I had to go and find that. So do you guys have any? So as I was saying, do you guys have any goals for the future with the podcast, or possibly any other projects? Love the podcast. You're class. Cheers.
Oh, thank you so much.
Cheers for that.
Do we have goals for the podcast?
Or other projects? So
I don't know about goals. I mean, goal is like, everybody who starts a podcast wants the same thing, really, don't they? I mean, like, they want people to enjoy it. They want a lot of people to listen to it. They want people to like it. My goal is to keep enjoying it.
Aye. Just keep having fun. I like the kind of other projects thing yet. It's like we both work full time
Aye.
and then do this, and Joe like works, goes to college, and then edits this, and it's
Aye.
all sorts of work, man. So like we've got all these ideas, like we want to do this, we want to start like a reaction channel, we want to do live streams and Twitch and all that, and like it's
Aye.
quite hard to kind of get the time
It's
to
hard.
do it.
It's hard to know because obviously you said like we're both working full time. Joseph's full time occupied with like a mixture of editing this and fucking college, and it's just it's hard. It's hard to even do. It's not hard to do one episode, but it's still an effort to even get one episode of this out a week.
Mate, like when we started, we were like, right, we should probably do this like once every 2 weeks.
Aye, once
or-
every 2 weeks we're going to start with, and then I think it was you that were like we should do it weekly.
Shut the fuck up, man. You don't
Shut up, mate. This is my fucking podcast now, right? You'll be here weekly. I want your best part, and see if you're shite one week, you'll not be back on. But aye, in terms of like, so as we're saying, we've got hundreds of ideas. We want to do all sorts of shit. We don't want to even just do podcasts. We want to do like just reacting to videos that, like, say you want us to send us a show that you've seen that's wild, and like you would like to hear us watching it and like reacting to it and pausing it and like whatever. Like we want to do all that stuff, man. But we just need more time to free up in our schedule to like try and do it. But like we love making this podcast, and like we've had such class like feedback for people, like even, and I actually need to put this out there, right? Because people see, when people see me, right, and like recognize me for shit, half of them come up to me and go, I know you hate people coming up to you, and I'm like, I don't. Like, I'm talking about people who are like mega, like too far, trying to hang about with you after it, and like fucking just being annoying, putting a phone in your face and that. I'm not talking about just people saying, all right, mate, here, I love the podcast and that. Like, but like, do that. Come up to us, tell us if you like it. It's sound. I don't mind that at all.
It's the worst when they try and like end up being your pal and like co-hosting your podcast.
Mate, that's the worst thing ever, man. Honestly, I hate that shit.
I get that quite a lot now. I know.
Aye. So, but we have big plans, and it will come. Trust me. Mark my words, it's coming. 2022, yeah. The year of the takeover, baby.
The year of the gaff.
The year of the gaff.
Like the mad Chinese.
That's actually, mate, the Vietnamese actually follow the lunar calendar, mate.
Yeah, aye.
And right, like what I was like saying to them when I was in Vietnam the other day, right? I was like, what was I talking about there? So, obviously this is the kind of first sort of this episode that we've done on our own, apart from like the first episode, but that was obviously
like an introduction.
An introduction and just...
Fuck. Okay, sorry if I speak.
No, you talk.
You're shot.
Your turn, mate.
Nice.
Oh, no, on you go, mate. On you go. Nah, but I mean, it's the first kind of this episode we've done where we're just sitting here chatting, answering your questions, laid back. So let us know if you liked it, and we'll do more. Let us know if you want more of just me and the big man. Me and the biggin.
The biggin.
The biggin, aye. Jamie Kelly trademark, the big in.
Aye.
So comment, tell us if you enjoyed this, and please remember, if you ask us a question, it's saved in the question bank, right? So you don't need to worry about it. We're going to get around to it eventually, so just keep watching these ones and your question will get answered, but keep asking new questions, because you never know, you could have asked a really shit question and it's never going to get read, but
You could have asked that.
you could come up with a better question
Aye.
and ask that.
Keep trying.
Just keep asking questions.
See if somebody's asked a question that hasn't been read out, and they send in a question next week that's the exact same. If they do that 5 times, it will get read out 5 months' time. No matter what the question is.
So you could ask us about like what you up to for summer. Hit it 5 times, and by that time it'll be summer. And I don't know why you'd want to know that, but what you up to in summer?
Fuck home,
We're going hard and but troops. If you've not already, subscribe. I mean, we would actually never like all these channels that are out here. Subscribe, please subscribe. We would never ever stoop to that level.
Do it, but like obviously do it, but like I would never pure tell you.
We're not going to actually beg, but obviously do it. But like, don't actually like pure do it.
Evan, do you know what? Don't subscribe.
What?
Don't subscribe.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Unsubscribe.
Because it's unsubscribing now. See, it's only for cunts that are handsome, strong, and funny, mate.
See if you're not healthy. Nah, being honest, right? Obviously, not being on my dick, but see if you're not healthy, fucking unsubscribe, mate.
fucking dafty.
Nah, you're all healthy. If you love this gaff, then you're the healthiest. And shout out to the guy who asked the question, why am I so handsome? It's definitely going to get read in the future.
Mate,
if you want a question read, compliment us. it's a stroke the ego, as they say. So
Aye, stroke something else if you want. No, don't.
just better go home at some point.
Aye.
See you later. Thank you.
Cheers, trips. Woo! Shut the fuck up. It's done.
It's over.